What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. I was taking a nap. I wake up and I hear that there's really good Gravekeeper support coming out. So it does appear we have several Gravekeepers cards and some other cards announced for Soul Fusion. Let's just get right into it. And we start out here with Throne of the Necrovalley, a normal spell card. And you can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. Apply one of these effects. Add a Gravekeeper monster from your deck to your hand. Hey, a Rhoda for Gravekeepers? Alright! Just add any Gravekeeper monster. Cool. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon a Gravekeeper monster from your hand. Whoa. You only apply one effect, but it's basically saying if you had all the Gravekeepers you needed in the world and for whatever reason you didn't need to add one, you can normal another, and it's a spell effect to normal, so it does. You can stack cards like Nightmare Goblin or Seraphonite, so realistically really good with Recruiter for link summoning. Oh man, this is a double whammy. You either have double summon or Rhoda for an entire archetype. That's how you make some proper legacy support. That card out the gate, amazing. A continuous trap here. I'm usually not a fan of continuous traps. Sanctuary of Necrovalley. And these all have Necrovalley in name. Interesting. If there is a Gravekeeper's monster or Necrovalley on the field, all monsters your opponent control lose 500 attack and defense. Not the biggest deal. During either player's main phase, if you do not control a card in your field zone, you can activate a Necrovalley from your hand or graveyard. So, retool a resource from the graveyard. Basically, this guarantees that you can pull back Necrovalley if it was popped by a Tornado Dragon or MST. 3. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can set a Necrovalley spell/trap from your deck, except Necrovalley. So, Necrovalley spell or trap. It doesn't stop it from itself, instead a Necrovalley field spell, but you can get another Sanctuary of Necrovalley or Throne of Necrovalley. Interesting. I kind of dig it. Alright, we got Gravekeeper's Shinto Priest. A Dark Spellcaster level 3, 500/1500. You can only use this effect of this card once per turn. If this card is summoned, you can target a level 4 Gravekeeper monster in your graveyard, special summon it in face-up attack position or face-down defense. This effect cannot be negated by Necrovalley. A level 3, in a sense, tour guide, but you're not tooling your deck. It's cool that you can set it, though. It's recognizing the flip effects of the decks, although flip effects are a bit slow. I imagine you're typically going for something like Recruiter. Not bad. These two cards, not bad, but so far I'm not seeing the oomph the deck needs yet. Ooh, but here's our Grill monster at level 4. Gravekeeper's Spiritualist, Dark Spellcaster, 1500/1500. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. If Necrovalley's on the field, you can fusion summon a Spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials, including this card. I kinda wish you could have banished from the graveyard too. Maybe that would be too much to ask for. I'm not really feeling the oomph from this, but I am feeling the resource game is stronger. But overall, I don't know. With link summoning and Recruiter, maybe there's some crazy stuff. It's too early for me to judge, I think, on this one. I'm actually pretty happy with it as a whole. But I don't know that it's going to bring it past tier 2. Like, does this make it as good as BA? Yes, Necrovalley's an amazing card. Yes, Necrovalley will almost always be relevant. But will Necrovalley continue to be the only piece used out of the deck as a whole? We'll see here. Alright, it looks like we've got another Satellite Cannon-like monster. A World Legacy Star Scepter. Okay, so only by picture. Dark Machine level 8, 500/2500. You can only use the second and third effect of this card once per turn each. If this card was normal, summoned, or set, it cannot it cannot be destroyed, I am assuming. There's no B here. Cannot be destroyed by battle by monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Interesting clause. So the second and third effects are once per turn each. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a World Legacy monster from your hand. Alright. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one of your banished ORPHEGEL monsters. Ooh. For the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters except dark monsters. Also special summon that monster. So it's a resource from the graveyard and the ability to continue with World Legacy cards if it's sent. I don't know how good ORPHEGEL World Legacy will be. Honestly, I don't know about that one. Let's look at... We've got Versparta Palladion. Oh, it's one of the Palladions. I really like this archetype. A light warrior, 500 link 2, left and bottom. Interesting, it's getting more support. So that's that kind of spiral double helix arrows. 2 effect monsters, including a Palladion monster. Palladion, however you say this. This card gains attack equal to the original attack of the monster this card's point to. Monster this card's point to cannot attack, so it eats up the attack they can't attack. Once per turn, if an effect monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, you can target a monster in the main monster zone except this card. Move that monster to a different main monster zone. It cannot be moved to the side of the field of the opposite player. So it's saying you can't give it to the opponent. Let me know if you're thinking of a practical use right away. I guess... because the effect monsters move to the zone under it. You can't just scoop it into your zone. Dino Wrestling! The cards I didn't even bother to review earlier. Well, we're here now. Level 7 Earth Dinosaur effect monster, attack 2600, defense 0. You can special summon a card or cards with this card's name only once per turn via the way listed in the first effect. You can only use the second effect with this card once per turn. If your opponent controls no more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. So relying on them, but it's a big body. Quick effect, you contribute 1 Dino Wrestler monster, then target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. Let's not talk about that one. Diplexer Chimera, a level 5 light Cybers fusion effect monster, attack 2000, defense 800. Fusion materials are any 2 Cybers. You can use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. So that searchable fusion starting to look a little better, maybe. Once per turn, you contribute 1 Cybers monster. Neither player can activate cards or effects during each battle phase this turn. Okay. If this face-up fusion summon card is sent from the field to the graveyard, so in any way, shape, or form, you can target both one other Cybers monster in your graveyard and 1 sign-up fusion in your graveyard added to the hand. Okay. So, if you link summon this away, you get back your fusion and a Cybers monster. Interesting. Ooh, ORPHEGEL Prime, a spell card. We did get a spell. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. Send 1 ORPHEGEL or World Legacy monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. Alright, now there's a good searchable card. That's how it's done. Ooh, ORPHEGEL's looking just a little better. It can be from hand is the big part here. That's really nice. So you search it and you get a draw 2. Or face up on the field to the graveyard. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. ORPHEGEL Babel. Ooh, the Tower of Babel. Field spell. While this card is in the field spell zone, ORPHEGEL link monsters you control and ORPHEGEL monsters in your graveyard can activate their effects during your opponent's turn. Interesting. Huh. So, like, does it turn them on to being during either player's turn? So, it turns them all into quick effects? This is a very, very interesting phrasing. While this card is in the field spell zone, ORPHEGEL link monsters you control and ORPHEGEL monsters in your graveyard can activate their effects during your opponent's turn. Wow. That's interesting. Let me know if I'm right, but I'm thinking that turns everything into quickies. During your main phase, except the turn this was sent to the graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, add this card from your graveyard to your hand. So you're telling me you can just recur a field spell? Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty good. This card, I like this a lot. Tell me what you think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. ORPHEGEL Einsatz/Einsatsu. Continuous spell. You can only use this card's first effect once per turn. When your opponent normals or specials summons a monster, you can take 1 ORPHEGEL or World Legacy monster from your hand or deck and send it to the graveyard or banish it. Interesting. This is a weird looking link monster. It looks like Titanosaurus combined with Shenron. We got Ryu Zetsuron. Wonder how they'll localize this. Earthworm, 3000, link 4. Left, bottom left. Right, bottom right. So, side to side, down, down. 2 or more non-token monsters. So, we'll exclude in the tokens, but that's the easiest thing to bypass. So easy. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. 1. If this card is link summoned, you can apply the following effects according to the number of monsters of each type in the graveyards. Dragon, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each. Dinosaur, Dino Wrestlers. This card gains 200 attack for each of them. Sea Serpent, all monsters your opponent control lose 300 attack for each of them. Worm, gain 400 life for each. So a multi kind of type boss monster. So interesting. So interesting. I bet in the anime and they're like, and I have a worm, and I have a dragon, and I have a dinosaur, and all this crazy stuff. Oh, this is so cute. Deva Rituals, oh boy. Oh man. Level 3, 0/0, Light Psychic. We got Deva Ritual, Pin Silver. You can only use one effect among the first and second effects per turn. You can reveal a ritual monster from your hand, special summon this card from your hand. Add a Deva Ritual monster from your deck. If this card is special summoned from the deck, you can target a ritual monster in your graveyard. Add that monster to your hand. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck while this is on the field. Oh, Deva Rituals get beefier. Oh man, Deva Ritual Bookstone / Incantation Bookstone. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Deva Ritual. You know? Level 5, 0/0. You can only use one effect among the first and second effects per turn. You can reveal a ritual spell card from in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand and add one incantation monster from your deck, except for Bookstone. So I'm pretty sure that's Deva Ritual. Is that what I'm getting from this? I'm so confused. If this card is special summoned from your deck, you can target one ritual spell card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck. I'm a little confused if, like, its name looks like, is it literally both of these? Let me know if you know. It should be Deva Ritual. I think that's how it's reading. I'm a little confused by that. And then Extra Toll, a continuous draft card. Each player must send one card from their hand to the graveyard in order to declare an attack. Huh. So, like, we're going all the way back to early days and making trap cards. Okay, not the biggest deal. The Deva Ritual's exciting. Oh, ORPHEGEL's got way better with this support. The Gravekeepers, I'm going to hold my tongue on this one. I don't know how to feel. I feel like there's implications for link summoning among these. And I want to see some gameplay first, because even that control deck can be relevant here and there. Necrovalley making them buff is no joke. But yeah, what I'm taking away from this, ORPHEGEL, nice. A random boss monster that's interesting. And more Deva Rituals that seem really awesome to me. Thanks for watching. What did you guys think of all this new support? So many cards here. Are you excited for ORPHEGELs just a little more now? Because I sure am. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that bell. I hate saying that one. It sounds like a dinner bell from the farm.